Ready? Yeah. Yeah. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to Rototom SUNSPLASH Reggae University 2026, 31st edition of Rototom SUNSPLASH. Just before we begin our first session today at Reggae University, I'd like to introduce our co-panelists. Over there on this side of the table, you have Pete Lilly and Ellen Lilly Collins of Rhythm Magazine from Cologne, Germany. Many of you will know Rhythm Magazine was in print for 25 years and recently made the transition to an online publication. I'm encouraging you all to go to rhythm.world, that's RIDDIM.world, and sign up to a subscription, show your support, get access to exclusive content, interviews, reviews, news, everything reggae related around the world. And now online, the publication is available in German and in English. So rhythm.world, do go there. The gentleman next to me, moving around at the back at the moment, Pier Tosi, broadcaster, journalist, and author from Bologna, Italy. He is there. Been presenter of the Soul Shakedown Party radio show in Bologna, Italy for quite a number of years, and also hosted a regular show on Hits 92 FM in Jamaica. And right about now, please welcome our special guest in just a moment, Omar Perry. Okay, Omar Perry and son. Okay,
Thank
Omar.
you very much.
Yeah, welcome to the Reggae University. Great to see you. Yeah, welcome here. Now, Omar, so you're the son of Lee Scratch Perry, one of two sons that Scratch had. Tell us a little bit about growing up at 5 Cardiff Crescent, the site of the Black Ark.
Well, definitely it's an historical situation, because growing up in the Black Ark was a very, very special time where, when you're a small kid, you don't really know what's happening. So you just come in, do what you have to do, coming from school, go in at the studio, you just see all kind of people. So, you have musicians, artists. You'll be surprised to see, Bob Marley one day. The next day, you see Peter Touch, Max Romeo, Junior Biles, the Eptones. I mean, I could go on and on. It's just a magic moment growing up into a time where, my father was a very special person at that moment,
Yes, indeed. So I think it's fair to say that you, your brother, and your 2 sisters were really born into this music. And just to remind us how true that is, Selector, give us a little taste of track 1, and we'll see what memories this brings up for you. Yes.
Uri.
Roy and the Children is the song is credited to.
I mean, I can tell you that my father is always experimenting, because experimenting is a part of music. You cannot just focus on one thing. It's important to develop things, and I think my father was ahead of his time when it comes to creation. To just put your kids in front of the microphone and it's like, you guys just say what you guys want, it doesn't matter. And it does create magic and it becomes history.
So that song was recorded in 1974. So how old were you then, Omar?
Well, if we go that, we're going to say that I'm about between 6 and 7 years old. And my sister is like 2 years older than me. So, yeah, my sister was about 4 years old.
Okay, so I think it's fair to say, you know, when we listen to that record and the next track that we're about to play, we get the sense that music was just part and parcel of your life growing up there. So let's take a little listen to a bit of track 2, and we'll see what you remember about this one. Okay. So, do you have any memories of that particular track or that era?
I probably say that was so long ago, I probably cannot tell you about that specific time. But I remember my father, as I said, he always used these moments. And that is a kind of song that when I was small, we used to love this song. You know, because it's like, it means something to when you do things for other people and they don't give any thanks. So we used to, as a kid, we used to sing these songs and remember basically most of the words.
Okay.
So when our father said, just go into the studio, sing what you remember, and just improvise. And this is what the creation was.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So now for most of us, the Black Ark is a kind of a mythical space in the history of Jamaican popular music. You know, it's somewhere that unusual things were happening musically, spiritually, socially. What can you tell us about what it was like to grow up kind of next door to that?
Well, for me as a kid, it's like a natural merry-go-round. It's not like a fun land. You luckily to be a person who born into a world of music, you know, because normally people have studio out of their home. And my father, he didn't want to separate himself from the studio. The house was here and the studio was here. So when he wakes up in the morning, he leaves straight from his home right into the studio. So it was like a wonder world of where all the musicians come. Because I know most of the musicians, you know, even Family Man, the Wailers, I know the Upsetters, all the musicians. And this is where I know, you know, most of the artists, they're, even up till today, they're a really, really good friend of mine. You know, like Earl 16, you have Cedric Mytons from the Congos. I know the whole Congos. I know the Eptones, I know them all. Max Romeo. I mean, I could go on and on. I know, I grew up with all of them. And I can tell you that even Bob Marley, you know, I have him in my memory when he used to come and look for my father. He used to bring his kids, and my brothers and sisters, they put us all in a van and took us to El Shire Beach. Sometimes they're doing some deals, and they end up reaching into Sherrington Hotel, which is in New Kingston. So it was a magic moment, and I have to give thanks as a youth who grew up into an environment like this, which music is just it's something that I eat, I drink, and music is just a part of my life.
Yes, thank you. So I think, you know, if all of you can picture, if we were right here, if this was the house at 5 Cardiff Crescent, then the Black Ark would be like right there on the edge of this tent. So it was literally, you exit one door, you go to the bottom of the garden, and the door to the studio is right there. Yeah. So was there any, so you make it sound like, you know, it was quite an enlightening environment to be around and stimulating in terms of creativity. Was there any negative side to that? Because, you know, the work-life balance, it's a fine line sometimes.
You know, the thing is that when, you know, as a kid growing up, you always see things and you don't really know the importance of it because you're just a child growing up, seeing things and you don't really know what's happening. And I think maybe the more hurtfulest part of my life is when one day I look and the studio was on fire. And when it burned down, it was a moment where I think my father was a little bit, he had enough. He feels like he did too much for a lot of people and he did not really get back much in return. So he felt like when the studio was burned down, he felt like, okay, this is it. I am not going to do anything in music anymore. And I feel like that time of my life, I was still going to school, but when all of that moment came, I feel like there was a little bit of thing that died in me, myself as well.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It sounded like it was quite a traumatic time in a lot of different ways. You know, your parents split up, and you and your sisters and your brother were kind of back and forth between a couple of addresses for a little while. Then eventually you settled back in the Black Ark, but then your father left Jamaica. So what do you remember about that phase?
Well, it was a sad time for me because, I mean, we were young and we were just start getting into music. We form a group, and it was my brother and my sister. We call ourselves the Upsetter Juniors. So when he left, we started that group, and we were trying to play our part in trying to develop music. For me, I really wasn't the front man. You know, my bigger brother was the person who was being the front man. You understand? So for me, I was like the person who just wanted to do the backing vocals and stuff like that. So for me, it was I had to, anyway, it's another part of the story where I don't know if we can go further than that. But
yes, of course we can if you're ready for that.
So the thing is that now I had to go out of my way to understand myself and understand what I was capable of doing. So I end up reaching to Africa, to a place them called Gambia in West Africa.
Okay, so before we hit the Gambia phase, just want to give us a little taste of track 3, and we're going to see what you can tell us about this one. Yes. So, yeah, tell us first of all, who is the singer, who produced it, who released it?
Well, this was my stepmother. And her name was Vicky Nelson. And it happens when, as I said, my father left and we were trying to play our part. So we end up start to being producers, you know. So this was like our very first production, you know, on the Upsetter Juniors label.
Yes. Do you remember what year that was, roughly?
Oh.
Somewhere there? It's like mid-1980s or something?
I probably says it was not 90s, it was
80s.
80s. It was in the late 80s.
Late 80s.
Yes, it was the
Okay.
late 80s.
Okay. And so this is you already stepping into the producer's chair.
Yes, because when we start to do production, we start to produce a few artists such as Shorty Rankin, Nada Rankin. This was before a lot of people know about Nada Rankin. And so we used to do a lot of production. So, and also Vicky. So at the moment, I said to my brother, like, okay, we're producing these other people. I think it's going to be important for us to produce our own self. And this is when we produced a song together. My brother who sang it, and the name of the track was Positive Vibration. I don't know if you have this track.
I'm sorry, I couldn't track it down. I would love to.
So this was one of our first production where my brother was singing and I was doing the backing vocals with me and my little sister.
Okay. And what studio were you using, and did any of those recordings get very far?
No, because we were trying to do things on our own. So we didn't really go through the proper channel of working with big studios and big distribution and everything like that. We're just young kids trying to play our part, which is very small. But, you know, sometimes you have to start from somewhere, you know, because they said that before you walk, you have to creep. You know, so those were our creeping moments.
Yes, I hear you. Okay, so you just mentioned a while ago, a bit farther down the line, you found yourself in Gambia. So tell us about that experience and what you did there.
Well, normally, if you ask me, would you possibly be a DJ one day? And I would say no, because I never see myself being a DJ, a disc jockey. I was singing at the moment, but then I went to Africa, and then somewhere an opportunity came to me to be a DJ, and I turned it down. I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. But one day things get a little bit hard because, you know, it's in Africa. You have to do something. You can't just like sit down and do anything. And then I'm like, oh, I remember that there was a guy that told me that, yeah, if I come to this place, maybe I could be a DJ. And I just went there. The place just opened. And the guy had some local DJs coming and they like play the whole day. I just came in with a few CDs. I played for like half an hour. And then the guy was like, yes, I want you to be my DJ. Then I said to him, listen, I'm not a Gambian, so I am not expected to be paid at the end of the month. I don't play those games. I said, what we can do, we can have a special night where we call it Reggae Night. And every time I play, each night, you pay me a percentage of the door, and I say bye. And the boss at the club at the time, he went searching the neighborhood. He found the worst night of the whole the week, and that was on Wednesday night. And then he came to me and said, oh yes, perfect, we can do it like this. Wednesday night, and I was like, because I thought it was going to be like Friday or Saturday. He said, no, Wednesday night. By the time I'm finished, my Wednesday night was way better than his weekends. Because after, nobody's coming to his weekends night anymore. Everybody's coming at Reggae Night on Wednesday night. So then after that, I went to do like an advertisement on the radio for the club, and I met another guy, and he told me, yes, you can come and play this radio with me at night time. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I was start to play. That was like my very first time to play on the radio station. And then after, the boss of the radio station heard me. Then he came, was like, "What you doing in my studio?" I was like, "Oh, no, it's just a friend." I was very scared. But the guy was like, "No, the thing that you're doing, oh my, I've never heard nothing like that before." Because at those times, I was playing even like some Stone Love, some Stereograph. I have some little segment where I'm playing some real authentic Jamaican style. What? The guy said, "Listen, my man, I want you to come and have a different day from the Wednesday at 3 o'clock. He gave me Friday at 12 o'clock. And it's when I whop, I would give them some big track, some big tune. He came back again and said, "Listen, you're playing too late. We need you to let people see and hear what you're doing." Then I went to the secretary. She said, "Listen, Friday night, 9:30, prime time," and all of a sudden, a DJ was born. I didn't even know that the thing becomes huge. I was having like 600, 700, 800 people every night, every weekend, because I have a place that I play in the village, and the night that I play from the radio. So when I leave from the radio station, I go straight down to the village. The vibe was so huge. It was the time when you have like Capleton, Jaja City, Jaja Town, and Sizzla, Praise Ye Jah, and Morgan's Heritage. You don't have to dread to be right. Listen, man, the whole place was totally on fire, believe me. And that time, I become like one of the biggest DJs in Gambia. Because I know a few DJs that was there before. I used to work with them. Then after, they are coming to my party before they even go to there. My party was so huge. And for me, it gives me such a confidence that when I start to go forward back into myself of being an artist, I learn things from being a DJ in knowing how to talk to the people, how to deal with the people, and how to give the people exactly what they want. Because I never play slap music. I never play music that don't make sense. Everything that I do from that moment was just strictly message. The message, and even in my life today, I continue with that. See, I never change. Anything I do, it must be positive. Anything I do, it must be something that somebody can get from. I don't just say crap out of my mouth just for the sake of trying to be a big star, because big star don't frighten me. It's important for me to let the people know that consciousness, it's something that you must understand, that life, everyone is living. But a lot of people, they're going fast for what they see. But living is something you cannot leave out of it. Enjoying life is very important. You cannot chase down money. You can't chase down everything. You have to understand that living positively, consciously, that's life and that's living.
Thank you. So come in, Pierre.
Omar, listening to your story, I have a curiosity. Like you were a Jamaican youth, a Rastaman, so you did repatriate in Africa. But why you particularly choose Gambia?
I didn't really choose Gambia because, as a youth, there was something inside me. I know a lot of friends. Oh, they want to go to New York. Oh, they want to go to London. They want to go. Me, the place that I choose to go was like I just wanted to go to Africa. I want to go on the motherland. I have to go to a place where I know what the history is about. I know where my roots are from. Mm-hmm. So it was important for me. Well, I didn't know at the moment, but this was just what I wanted to do. So when somehow the opportunity come to go to Gambia, I never asked, I just went straight. And normally it was only for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because normally you go on holidays, you go for 2 weeks. But then I went for 2 weeks, then I go and I ask for extension of my visa, then I stay for a month, then 2 months, then 3 months, then 6 months, then before I know it, I was there for like 2 years.
Thank you.
Right. Yes. So you just explained how being in Gambia gave you confidence as an artist and also helped you to reconnect with your roots. Then there was a time you left Gambia. I remember you passed through London briefly in the late 1990s. And a few years later, we heard this. So give us a bit of track 4. Okay, one.
Rasta meditation, but yo, they completely clean up this nation. Rasta meditation, but yo, come here so quickly. And in this time now for be perfect die in this river. It don't make sense you back out your rusty tarus. Rasta meditation. But yo, come here so we clean up this nation. Rasta meditation. Yeah man.
Yes. So,
this track was produced by the great Adrian Sherwood from the UK, and this was my very first production, my first release, and I was happy that he works a lot with my father.
yes, indeed.
So it's somebody that I knew from I was a child. So for me, it was important for me to create these songs with him. So it was a moment where, as you know, I came back to the UK, my consciousness was overflowing, and the message that I needed to say was right there. You know, that was it.
Okay, thank you. So, a little further down the line, we got this. Give us a bit of track 5.
For me, I tell them man, from out and the bandits, me tell them man. Long time me say we have the privilege, cause man, knock them out and we got straight and coulda never take me right hand, me tell them man. Then we going up, you know like how they must say, yeah, yeah. Well, this one was my very first album.
Indeed.
This was my first album, and this album was produced by a Belgian called Stepa Guillaume, a band that from France. And it was a special moment where when I started to be the DJ, and I start to tour with Horace Andy and all them and then person, and then this guy was playing with Horace Andy, and he came to me and said, you know what, I'm gonna produce your first album. And this is how this album was born. This was another part of my life where I was fresh from being such a force in Gambia, where I wanted to put my mark. So these are just the beginning of my journey.
Indeed. And of course, we were fortunate to have Guillaume Stepa-Briard on the main stage last night.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
indeed.
Yeah.
So
I know that he's playing with Queen
Omega.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
And of course, he's such a talented musician and producer.
Yes.
So he drew out the best of
Yes.
you for that debut LP. let's move up a little further and give us a little bit of track 9.
Wow, it's going deep in history. You see the love in my heart, love in my soul. Love in my heart, love in my soul, that's why. Love in my heart, love in my soul. Love in my heart, love in my soul. From my youth a little baby, my mama always come and used to tell me, she said, son, always remember, always be loving from January to December. And them say, yeah, when you get in this the love, you give it back. Me, I tell you right, I know we come and give it non-stop. Giving a lot to giving and I give it non-stop right now. Yo, we come fi boom down this podcast. Loving a me heart, loving a...
Yes, and of course that's one on the great words rhythm that your father originally produced with the Gatherers back in the day.
This was a original Lee Scratch Perry production, a rhythm, not production. But this was from my second album, and the name of the album was Can't Stop Us. So if you know this album, you have some big track on this album, which is, wow, tremendous.
Okay. So, you know, reggae is all about connections and moving from one generation to the next. So give us a little taste of track 11, and we'll see what you can tell us about this one.
Want to know. Wow. This track is called Checking For Me, and it was a featuring with the Congos, which, okay, is Cedric Maitan from the Congos. And this track is when I went to Jamaica, and I went to check Cedric, and I told him, I'm working on a new album, if you would like to be involved with it. And it didn't take him 2 seconds before he said, what? What? Whatever you want, I will be there for you. Whatever support you want, I will be there for you. And, you know, up even today, I have a very, very close link with Cedric. I almost call him almost every week. You know, so we're working together. We did a few Lee Perry tributes. And yeah, it's a pleasure for me to be working with you know, veterans like these.
Yeah, and it's someone that, as you were saying before, you grew up around,
Yes.
working at the Black Ark. So it was great for us to hear that reconnection.
I can tell you, Cedric is like a father to me. You know, he's like the whole Congos crew, Ashanti Rai, you know, they're all a set of fathers. So I really look up to them, you know, and respect their journey and what they have done for reggae music, because, you know, this is a legend, you know, a legendary.
So you've got a new album on the road, and we're going to hit those tracks in a moment, but just got a couple other tracks to squeeze in just to see what you can tell us so we can trace your progression from then till now. So give us a little bit of track 12.
Living in the jungle.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. This track is called Why, and it is taken from the album Living in the Jungle. And this album was produced by a brethren named Vinny. He's from the UK, but he's living in Spain. And if you see the cover of it, oh, it's beautiful. It's like Omar Perry living in a different universe, but I'm in the jungle. So this was a really, really lovely album. There's a feature in it, I think, with a girl named Vida.
Okay.
So it's yeah. This is just a part of the journey. You know, the journey is beautiful.
And it was also another connection with your father on this album, because Daniel Boyle, who released several albums with Lee Scratch Perry, was also involved in mixing the album.
Yes, that's for sure. So I mean, I am just happy, you know, to spread my message, because as I tell you before, my message is just peace, love, and unity, and it's not gonna change. You know, as long as I live, I will always be positive and making sure my message to the people is always good, you know? So that is important for me.
Thank you. So give us just a little taste of track 13, and once we discuss that one, we'll move up to the new album.
Ooh. Be calling your father. We're living in a serious time. We no baby, so we still have a heart. We're living in a serious time. Open your name and it's a beautiful place. We don't know pollution, we don't know solution. We have been there, what I can display. We don't know destruction from this land. Who are the cause and the human? Who give the value, and the politician? They don't give pay for renovation. We're living in a serious time. Yeah. You know, when I wrote this track, it was in a time where I kind of realized that this world was really losing themselves. It was more, you know, people thinking about money, you know. They rather destroy the earth just to make money. And it was a time where I'm trying to open up the people's eyes to understand that, you know, it's the people who is really destroying this earth, you know. It's not the earth destroying itself. It's the people. And it was a time where I'm trying to explain that we must realize, we must open up our eyes and realize that It's only one earth we have, not two. If we destroy this place, there is not another place that we can go and hide. This is it. Our new generation of people that coming after that's our children. If we don't make a place for them to enjoy, we will destroy what the future would be. So all of the people who is throwing the rubbish on the floor, all the people who is not cleaning up, all the people who is putting the pollution in the air, listen, we have to figure out what's going on. There's another thing I'm going to talk about, and it's cigarette smoking. I mean, it's terrible. It's bad. Some people will continue smoking until they just fall down and die. We don't know when we're on the wrong side of it, where you cannot go backwards. So cigarette is something that you cannot make even the young children come up and continue this trend. Your body is your temple. Your body is your temple. And if you destroy your temple, guess what? You don't have nothing left. So even when you smoke beside someone, that's bad. And this is, I mean, I'll put my fingers up and say, I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to do that. But I haven't smoked in cigarette for I don't know, almost 30 years. That means I put the cigarette down because I tell myself, why am I going to wait until it's too late to stop? Wouldn't it be better to stop now?
Yeah.
But I can tell you that it's not an easy thing, because I tried it. And it was so difficult to stop. So I know it's not an easy thing. But listen, the strength that you think you don't have, believe me, a lot of people, I would tell you that you are more stronger than you think. Some people look at troubles, problems. Oh, I'm smoking because I feel stress. No. It's important for you to be strong in every way. Not only for your kids and your mother and father, but you have to be strong for yourself. You have to be strong for your friends. So it's even if you're going to tell somebody something, it's not only for them, but for yourself. So this song said, we're living in a serious time. Upon your name we are called. We're living in a serious time. Like a baby, we are ball. We're living in a serious time. And you know what kind of time it is? A judgment time. Some people are looking like, okay, let's die first and I go to heaven. Believe me, if you want to know where heaven is, it's right here. So any life that you want to live it here. Don't look to for another place where you're going to live. Try to find the heaven right here.
Okay.
And you see how you're going to do that? Is living in peace, love, and peace, love, and I can't hear you now. And maybe I'm deaf too. Peace, love, and that's it. That's it.
All right, thank you. So Omar Perry, your latest album is called Channeling Lee Scratch Perry. What's that album all about?
You know, as a youth, I probably would say that I'm a little bit a rebellious youth, where I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be walking into my father's footstep, because his footstep is already been made. He walked already. So I didn't want to walk in his footstep. I wanted to just do what I want to do. I want to be free. I want to discover myself, to discover the boundary that I can cross, to discover the mountain that I can jump over. So I was on a mission of knowing me. So when I'm going somewhere, I didn't want to tell somebody, hello, my name is Omar, the son of Lee Scratch Perry. I don't want people to know me like this. So I am never be the one. You will stand up talking to me, and you will never know that I am the son of Lee Scratch Perry, because I'm not gonna say it. If someone come and say, "Oh, this, you know who you're talking to?" I'm like, who? So that's Lee Perry's son. You're like, oh, wow, wow. Excitement. No, don't give me no excitement. I don't want that. I want people to know me, know the person who I am, know my heart, know my soul, and knowing that for me, know me first. So when you know me, you said, Omar Perry, the son of Lee Scratch Perry. So this is the journey that I went for myself. But after my father passed away, I kind of start to come back into myself and realize to myself that it was important to continue the legacy. Because they said you might be running away from yourself, you might be running, but you can't run away from yourself. So I say to myself, you know what? It's time. It's time for me now to put on my big boy boots, which my Lee Perry boots, and it's time for me to understand that, you know what? Let's pay my dues, let's pay my tribute. And then I met a band that used to work with my father, and the name of the band is Easy Rhythm Makers. So when I met them, somehow with the vibration and the mentality and the thinking and the talking about how they miss my father, at the same time I miss him as well. And somehow we created an album where I am doing his voice and I'm doing my voice, because I'm not going to leave myself out of it. I'm still going to make something for me, because that's my identity. And then I put both together and create an album entitled Channeling Lee Scratch Perry.
Okay, yes. So we're going to play a track from the album right now. We got two options. We can play the version with the vocal, or we can let you do the vocal as we play the rhythm track. What do you prefer?
You can play one rhythm with a track, and then you play another rhythm with a. If you want to play, listen, just feel free.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Go for track 23, and we'll see what happens.
Eating back against the wall, I saw them never fall. 7 times rise and 7 times fall. Don't find your back against the wall. Before you walk, it's before you have to creep. As a warrior, we your face turn up and we feet. But we know every situation, victory I go see never be go. And you know me said they must get defeated. The wicked body on the wall, wicked body on the wall, wicked body on the wall, the wicked body. We are go stand up and fight this battle, cause you know we are go win. We are go so through the sky. God them can't clip we wings, say we are ranking. We not go get a spanking, but if the blessing of Jah, though we keep talking, yeah. As a man socially reap, I know that the talk is cheap. He who fights and run away, live to see another day. Wicked body on the wall, wicked back, I saw them a go fall. Wicked body on the wall, wicked body on the wall, I saw them fall.
Okay, so we've reached that time in this session when you, the good people of Rototom SUNSPLASH, can put your questions to our special guest, Omar Perry. So we're just preparing the roving microphone. Do we have a roving microphone? I think we do. So who would like to put the first question to our special guest, Omar Perry? We got one over there? Yeah, we got a question over here.
Thank you, Omar Perry.
Blessings, blessings, Father.
My name is Grum Saifu from Ethiopia. We live this Christ Perry in Africa. I see that the legacy continue with your voice exactly like Lee Perry. Do you only try his voice or his character, like when he's on stage, the clothing, the hats he wear and everything? So what is the legacy Lee Scratch Perry left on this earth? Thank you.
Well, I mean, it's later I will be performing, and my performance today will be a part of this legacy. So I will be performing some of his songs, and I will be performing some of the production that he have done, and I will be doing a part of this channeling album. So, I mean, my father was a mystical person where, you know, a lot of people say that he's a crazy person. But in this time and space, you can't be seeing if you want to look at something higher than yourself, even higher than human. So I think my father was a very mystical person, where when it comes to nature, this is where he put himself. So it's important for me to let people know that, you know, it's good to be crazy. You don't have to be what the society wants you to be. It's good to be even beyond, you know, the normal. So that's what my father was. He was just beyond. He was a person before his time, and a person that I don't think a lot of people really understand what he's for.
Thank you. Thank you for that question. Okay. Oh, we got another question over here. Yeah.
Yes, my name is Tijan Jallo from the heart of Gambia.
Oh, Nakam.
Nakagadef.
Nakadef.
Yeah, my question is simple because there's a lot of similarities between Gambia and Jamaica, which I myself, you know, after traveling through Jamaica, we have been there for nearly 5 weeks. What can you tell us about the similarities of Jamaica and Gambia? Because we as youths in Gambia during those times, our awareness was mostly based on the
Jamaica.
teachings of Jamaican artists and Marcus Garvey.
Well, the thing about when I first went to Gambia, and I went to some parts like, you know, Kachikali and all these, you know, the Crocodile Pond and all this place, it just reminds me of the ghetto of Jamaica. And you know, so Jamaica is like one big ghetto, you know, it's not everything sweet. So when I went to Gambia, I mean, really, there is so much people I see, I could have sworn that I was in Jamaica. When it comes to the music now, this is where Gambia, they love the messages, like they're so similar that, you know, when they talk about Rastafari and Bob Marley and One Love and unity and strength, everything that we were singing about in Jamaica, it's like if it was changed and there was same artists singing in Gambia, it would be for the same cause. You know, because it's not like Gambia was a rich country. So it's the same situation, the struggle. You know, the beat down from the government, you know, from the rich. So for me, Gambia and Jamaica is really is like brothers and sisters. And to tell you the truth, nobody cannot tell me that some Jamaicans are definitely from Gambia. There's nobody cannot tell me that. I know that. From Gambia to Senegal, there is that for me it's like they're brothers and sisters, straight up.
Thank you. Thank you for that question. Yeah, I think we got another question here at the back. Oh,
Yes,
Yeah,
hello,
I-
Omar.
And, yeah,
My
I
name is
wanna-
Eric from San Francisco, California. I'm from KPLO radio station.
Bless.
Yes, and your music is really popular in California. Very, very popular.
Wow.
And also your dad's music too as well. Also, I'm a good friend of Bo Wackies. I don't know if you know about Lloyd Barnes, Bo Wackies Barnes, but he's done some recordings with your father.
Yeah.
And the last album that he did with your father was incredible. So Bo Wacky definitely taught me a lot about your father and things like that. He said it's basically the same thing. The man is a madman, but he's brilliant. He's a genius, you know. And his recordings and when it comes out of his ear, you know, it's just incredible because the sounds that he created out of his studio were so amazing, you know, and captured the world basically. So when he came back on his tour with the Mad Professor,
Oh.
all right, that was a completely sold out in California. It was a complete sold out show, and the whole tour basically was. And I actually saw the works that he'd done, you know, behind that. And I see the brilliancy of his talent. So I'm just saying, I can see the talent in you as well.
Thank you very
You know what I'm
much.
saying? It's very similar, your voice and everything else.
Thank you.
And give thanks, sir, for being on this festival because this is my first time actually getting to see you.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks.
Okay, welcome. Yeah, I think we got a question right here. The gentleman with the cap.
Bless you, love. Can I come and shake your hand?
Oh yeah, man. Come in, brethren. Come in.
Yeah, mind the mic with the speakers, please.
The feedback.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
My name is
I'm real.
my name is Trevor Starr, right? I'm a guitarist
Oh, bless
from
me.
Kingston, Jamaica.
Yes, yes, the
Whoa.
great Trevor Starr.
Trevor Starr.
Please welcome the great Trevor Starr, session guitarist for Bob Marley and the Wailers, worked with Lee Scratch Perry and many other
Give
greats.
thanks, Aaron.
I just want to say, you say you don't want to carry on your father's legacy.
Yeah.
Me as an 18-year-old young guitarist, your father said to me, Gitsy, this Kaimal, this call everybody Gitsy, I want you to come stick by me. You know why? As a young guitarist in Kingston, Jamaica, doing session, right? I was told that this is the man I'm supposed to talk to by an engineer named Errol Thompson.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
So I'm giving you a little bit of
man.
history. Right?
Yeah. I know it.
And at the
personally.
time, I only just do a session for producer Keith Hudson,
Yes.
right? And your father was just passing through the studio, which was Randy's studio.
Wow.
And he said to me, I like how you play the guitar, right? No, at the time, he had the Upsetters, that band, yeah?
Yeah.
But he was missing the guitarist. His name was Ranchi or something like that, right? I can't remember, but his... Yeah.
Randy Bop?
No, it wasn't Randy Bop. It wasn't
Ranchi?
No. It was a guitarist from the Upsetters band. But he went off the rail a little bit. So they're looking for another guitarist who can chip,
Oh,
right?
you mean Reggie? Reggie.
Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie.
Reggie.
Yeah, Alva Lewis.
Yeah, Reggie, right? And I was 18-year-old, just coming into the music business. And him said, Gitsy, come with me. And him say, him shop was on, you know where him shop was?
Orange Street.
No, Charles Street.
Oh, Charles Street.
Right, Scratch Leaper, yeah? So I used to go around there. But whilst I was with Scratch, he formed that band named the Hippie Boys.
Oh.
You hear of the Hippie Boys, right?
Boys, yes.
I was the guitarist. And within the Hippie Boys, they had Peter Touch, right? Carl Barrett,
Yes.
right? And Bonnie and Bob. You see your father, I'm going to tell you this, and you must believe me. Bob never learned one drop. I see your father drill Bob, who was doing an album, all combined, yes?
Yeah.
The first medley, right? Your father come in the studio and said, I want everybody to play this. I'm going to do all of the song with Bob Marley do, but I want to do it in one
round.
One
Straight.
round.
Yeah.
So from the man said, no, father, you can't do it. He said, your father used to rub him on like this. How you talk, man?
No, how you talk? He said, no man. He said, do it, just try it. And we keep pushing back. You must only try it, man. I'm gonna tell you something. One take. We do the album, Mr. Brown, Dopey Conqueror, in a one track.
Time we have no lifestyle.
Yeah. And me I play the guitar and Peter I play lead. But you know, life move on. Tamamaco called for me. And I got to start work with Tamamaco and the Supersonic. Right? I've worked with Bob them for a little while, but it's only a short period of time.
Yeah.
And then from there, I was recording for Treasure Isle. I'm doing the Wopton Lewis album. And from there, I was called by Winston Riley with Dave and Nancy calling Double Barrel Monkey Spanner to come to England to you know what I mean, help promote reggae music and develop the music by Edward Siago at that time. I was only just turning 2021. So from your time your father take me and said, look, I'm gonna teach you this. I learned a lot of things from your father.
Yeah.
Really, so don't talk about don't wanna take his legacy.
Well, I didn't say I wasn't going.
Right.
I said I realized that it's time for me to do that.
Well,
you know,
it's long overdue.
Yes, I know that.
Who believe that?
I know that.
Okay. Right?
No, it's true. No, it's true.
Right. Okay. It's long overdue. So
Yes,
I just want to just
Respect.
that for me too.
Give that.
I know so well your father put me on the right track and I become a very good guitarist. I travel the world as well through your father's eyes. One love, yes?
Thank you, Trevor Starr. Okay, so we got time for one last question. This gentleman with the glasses just here, right here.
All right, Omar, well done. Greetings, Lion.
Blessed.
Blessed, man. I have two questions actually for you in public once. So, first question, I'll make it quick, is once you were talking about being in Africa, searching for your roots in there, I was wondering if you're promoting your dad's tribute, you know, the old man's tribute, this show in Africa. No, you were talking about Gambia. I'm talking more about rest of Africa, whole Africa, and of course other continents. You know, I've seen shows in the UK, maybe with the tribute. Yeah.
Yes, I toured the UK this year.
I've seen many shows in Europe, in the UK. I'm talking about whole Africa. So yes, please.
Well, at this moment, it's just the beginning of what is possible. The last time I get a call, I think for sure it's going to be in the Americas. That's probably going to be the next move, yes. Yes. And for the African part of it now, I mean, you see, when you're an artist and a musician, there is never a barrier because somehow you cannot go where you need to go. You have to wait until someone calls you. So right at this moment, I will not turn down nowhere, no one. So I am open and I would be ready to go in North America, South America,
all over the world, brother,
Africa,
all over the world.
Australia, New Zealand, just I'm ready.
Outer space as well. Where we chase the devil. So yeah, that's the thing. Your brother now is calling you for that, so we'll talk about that later.
For real.
Sure, we're on contact. Second question is, what advices or what tips you have for the emerging artists, please, as a reggae musician, as a reggae singer?
You know, it's very important to understand that for me it depends for where you are in this world or in this Europe or Africa or America, even in Jamaica. There is a lot of artists out there looking for chances, and for you to get your own is that you have to always try to be different than another person. By following another person, sometimes it helps to say that you're similar, but it's important for you to find your identity and to be conscious within yourself. I mean, right now the world is kind of in a strange place where slackness and badness is really taking control now. Consciousness is still there, but I probably would tell you that slackness and badness is really making a headways. So for me, I don't care about that because we leave slackness in our own personal life, and badness doesn't really get you anywhere. It just gets you killed or wounded. But consciousness is the thing that not only help other people, but it help yourself. So being an artist coming up and trying, the best thing is to not give up. Never give up. Always try experimenting, try different things. If it doesn't work one way, try another way. Sometimes you have to think about the rhythms that you're making, but never give up. Because one day when you said you stop, maybe you're just really at the point of making it, and because you stop, you lose it. So what I have to say is never give up. As Bob Marley would say, never give up the fight. Always fighting, always pushing through. And the thing that play on, music will never die. Music is a source of the people. Because right now, people listen to music every day. So as long as you know that you keep doing what you're doing, if you love music that much, just keep going. Just keep pushing. Because one day, it's going to be your turn.
Thank you. So, hello.
Check.
Okay, yeah, check two. Hello, check two. Okay, so thanks to everyone who contributed. We're going to take a short break. We will be right back here at the top of the hour, 7 p.m. for Israel Vibration. Tonight on the Lion Stage, 8 p.m., Omar Perry. Give it up one more time for Omar Perry.
Blessed. I just have one more message. One more message I have to say. The message is, for me, I don't watch race. I believe in human rights. And for people who is watching, if you're black, white, and Chinese, if a guy who's white think that he's better than me, I'm gonna say no. And there is no one that is different than other. We are humans, because if you cut me, blood is running from each person. So that means everyone have a spirit. And that means what color is your spirit? So everyone is the same. So it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Chinese, Arab, Indian. We are one people! Oneness, one aim, one destiny. One heart, one love, one destiny. And it's important to know that we must live in peace, love,